Hello. Welcome back to my channel where I read your journal prompts and then we journal it out together. If you like journaling or it's something you want to get into and you like the idea of having someone to journal with, please like this video and subscribe. I'm so happy to have you here. I started making these videos because I like journaling, but I was feeling pretty lonely and wanted to have some company whilst I was journaling. And so yeah, now here we are. And I make these videos all the time because I find it really fun. Today, our journal prompts are going to be all about journaling to inspire poetry. Now, maybe you write secret poetry every single day of your life and you're like, I don't need to be inspired, but I kind of want to be. Or maybe you're like, oh no, I don't write poetry. I'm really bad at writing poetry. It is my personal belief that we need all the bad poetry that we can make. Because sometimes the bad poetry is the best poetry. It's the one we can relate to. It's the one that needed to be said. So whether or not you are a pro or a novice, these journal prompts will hopefully encourage you to write some good or bad poetry of your own, and either way be really fun and help make you feel more creative. So I'm going to stop babbling and we're going to dive right into the journal prompts. So your first prompt is write down 3 lies you've told that you could probably write a poem about. Or just like, what are 3 lies you've told that you're like, no, I could get into this with some prose. And you don't have to get into it right now, just write down 3 lies you've ever told. Wow, it took me no time at all to remember 3 lies I've told, which is a little alarming. But anyways, your next prompt is write down 3 truths, maybe you've never told anyone, that you could write poetry about. So what are 3 truths or 3 pieces of honesty that maybe you've told people, maybe you haven't, that you're like, that would make a good subject of a poem? Your next prompt is to write down 10 words you love the sound of. You don't have to write down the definitions or like why you even like that word. It's just like, you know how some words you say them and you're like, ooh, that sounds good. Like the word fidelity, whether it be the Regina Spektor song or The Company. I just like the way that word sounds or feels coming out of my mouth. And there are lots of words like that for me. And maybe you'll look like a crazy person wherever you're journaling, because you'll be saying words like onomatopoeia and be like, oh yeah, that's another one, and write that down. But just write down 10 words you're like, I like those words. I don't need a reason why. Okay, and your last prompt is, what is something you've tried to describe before but couldn't find the words for? So what is a situation, a place, a person, a feeling you've tried to describe to someone before that you're like, oh, I just don't have the words for that? Do your best now. Okay, that's all I have for you today. I hope these prompts encouraged you to feel a little more creative, to want to write a little bit of poetry. I think you should go write that poetry, whether it's good or bad. It doesn't matter. The world could use all the poetry you can get. All right, I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.